Hey boys, welcome back to some more Beer Pro, and as you see, we're taking on New South Wales Blues in Game 3 of the State of Origin series, and this is the decider, so it's worked out pretty well. We just snuck home in the first one. I think the field goal kicked by us won us the game. The second game, pretty tight again. I can't remember the scoreline, but the Blues obviously won, I think maybe by a try. It was pretty tight, but yeah, taking on them once again. Looking at the teams, I think they're pretty similar, and I do like the little run out of the tunnel like that. It does look nice, the atmosphere, all that. Teams, I don't know who's got a better side. Honestly, I think we got a much better bench. Their starting side might be slightly better, but I think overall they're pretty even sides, and it should be a good tight game. Hopefully we'll get the win. I mean, like I said previously, the club games, don't really care too much if we lose, but these games right here, trying my absolute hardest. We just don't want to lose. That's right there. It looked like maybe a touch forward. It was I guess it was timed perfectly. There was no call of forward pass, but yeah, we went on the advantage right there. Made good ground down the blind side. It was Dugan in defense, though. Obviously, a pretty good opponent for us, personally. Dugan is very tough in this game to actually break through of, so it's gonna be a tough fought game, I would say. As a good tackle, forward tackle kick, we get over to it nicely though, and a pretty steady start. Honestly, 20 minutes gone, not too much to talk about, but right here, a beautiful break for your Ferguson. The offload as well to Granville, that is unbelievable stuff. Granville gets through. He had support looming up, but he didn't get the pass away. Dugan does round him up there and gives away the penalty. Probably the right decision, honestly, from Dugan. They're on the back foot. That was just such good play by ourselves. We broke through of Ferguson, and then the offload, always risky throwing the offload, but it was just a perfect time to do so. It was right here. We get close, gets it to Chris Sando. Probably one of the only guys that you would say definitely won't be in the Queensland jumper anytime soon, but it's going to be this man, Corbin Sims, a future potential star, just going to barge his way over. And Corbin Sims is a funny one because, like last year Corbin Sims was talked about a lot, potentially for this year, getting a spot in the Queensland side, but unfortunately he's playing for the Knights, and I mean, I haven't personally watched too many Knights games. Obviously, they're not going well, but I don't know who exactly is going terribly and who's going okay. I can imagine Corbin Sims is going okay, but it's just one of those things where he's playing for such a garbage team that Corbin Sims just hasn't had any talk about him for this year now. So, hopefully he comes good. But right there, we did pick up a penalty. It was a high shot coming in over the top, and as you see, it's like a minute to go in the first half. We get a bit of a loose pass back, but, we're setting up here looking for that one-pointer, and we've been pretty prolific with the field goals, and once again, just slotting that one straight over. It was just a good time to do it. Puts us up 7-0 in this game, and that's a pretty hefty and a very handy lead in an Origin match. So, a second left, we'll just get the kickoff here. They actually go for the short kickoff. That was I've actually never seen the AI do so that was pretty cool. But 7-0, just very good completions from both sides. Just not too many errors. We've just been slightly the better side in attack. Obviously, as we look to go for an early 40-20, the wind is not going to do us any favors there. Going from right to left, so what it does do is give us good information as to where to go for the kicks in the future. So obviously going to be kicking to the left corner, and we're just once again just going through the motions. Just the Blues really haven't had any attack on our goal line. Is right here, just as I was talking about, a beautiful kick. It actually almost went out on the full. It was touch and go, honestly, but that is a very nice kick, and we get a chance here to further extend the lead and almost put the game beyond doubt, but we'll see what happens as we do shrug off the winger there, but just a touch too close to the sideline. I didn't want to go that close, but it ended up happening. Who was that? Who was that off the bench? Is that Papali? I think it's Papali off the bench made good ground and got it back on the inside to us, and we went straight through. Ryan James here is going to pick up an injury, and it's going to hold up the play slightly. Last tackle. See what they're going to do. They're going to put up the bomb. It's a pretty decent bomb, but unfortunately Ferguson, a pretty good man to have under the high ball, is going to come down with that one. But as you see, not much, once again, not too much happening. Just the Blues really didn't have anything not really go their way, but they just didn't have any line breaks. No real errors from our team, so they had no real attacking possession. So it's going to be us. We have got this game in the bag. And a bit of icing on top here. A beautiful kick return just makes, who was that, Jennings and Maloney, I think, just make them look a bit silly. Dugan is not going to catch us. And we finished the game with an absolute bang right there. Just putting this game, it was already beyond doubt, but just rubbing a bit of salt into the wounds there. It wasn't too bad a kick, but we played New South Wales out of this game. They didn't have any possession or any good field position. I mean, I think, honestly, I don't think we made one error this whole game. We might have made one, but 13-0 scoreline, that is a sensational effort. We did make one error, but that's too good. Hopefully you boys enjoyed Queensland winning, which hopefully bodes well. See you next time.